Jack Young, Josh Files, race one, over and done with. Josh, you look ready to answer, so I'll go with you first. What happened at the start, and talk me through your race?
Well, I think the race was up there with the best disasters. The start was horrible. We don't know, we think there's a problem with the clutch or something, but we haven't investigated yet because obviously we're in Parc Ferme, so I just didn't move. And then after I actually got going, it was okay, apart from Audi power that just keeps driving past you. But then in the last corner, one of the other Hyundais from another team just completely, I don't know what he did, he just destroyed me. So from there we had a bent car, and actually the balance was really good. We had good speed, but we just don't have the straight line speed to overtake people. So I made some nice moves, but it was in the end damage limitation, and yeah, pretty rubbish day. Especially after such a good qualifying performance. You know, we're carrying a lot of weight, like you are, carrying a lot of weight. We're having a good day before the race, and then the race didn't go to plan, but his was worse.
Yes, I mean, actually on that point, Jack, a good combative drive, plenty of action, but then it ended at the side of the track. What happened?
Yeah, well, I mean, we had a plan at the start of the race, but you know, everything goes out the window when you're on track with I'd say 20 of the best drivers in touring cars, and everything just goes out the window. We didn't have a good start. We also think there's a problem with the clutch, so obviously we can't investigate that.
That must be that's too much power.
Yeah, no, I drove the best I could all race, and we were the fastest Honda on track, and then even with the kilos, so I'm happy with that. And then we had a wee problem with the tyre, which we need to investigate. Yeah, just a bit disappointing and heartbreaking when we were second in the championship, and now we're way on the back foot. So we need to.
Do you look at that? Really, I don't even look at this.
We need a like not even in the top 10, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, we need to find something for sure, because I think all the other manufacturers are hiding a wee bit, but we're the max, so yeah, we'll have to see.
It was a strong drive up to that point, and just going back to you a second, Josh, we've spoke at length this weekend about the difficulty of overtaking with the speed deficit. You made some very exciting overtakes at Signa a couple of times. Tell me about those.
I mean, basically, I think I said to one of you guys that because we don't have straight line speed,
you've got more than us.
Well, I couldn't get past your Hondas. That's because the big boss is plugging the laptop into his car. I saw it. But yeah, because you know we don't have quite the top speed of the others, so I said, yeah, at the moment we'll manage. You know, just try and be safe. And at the end of the year, if we're still in the same position, you have to start being bold. But today I thought, nah, screw this, we're going to be bold now. So I just went for... I made some really nice moves, but unfortunately, as I say, the start was the problem. That really put me on the back foot. And then, to be honest, from there, it could have been okay. We could have had a nice race to come back forwards, hopefully with some of those nice moves. But like I say, this big hit, whatever it was, in the last corner was not ideal. Something's bent on the back, and yeah, is what it is. But overall, it wasn't the worst.
That's it, live to fight another day, points in
exactly.
the bank. And Jack, from your side, obviously a DNF at this stage, that's hard on you, that's hard on the team. How do you pick yourself up, and how do you pick your team up? You've got another race tomorrow and a long season in front. What do you do at this stage to try and recover?
Well, to be honest, all we were going for was the finish, so to not even get that, that's, you know, it's disheartening, to be honest. But you know, we'll go back tonight, we'll look at what happened. We'll try and improve it as much as we can, and we'll go again tomorrow. That's really only we can do. But you know, we've been in this position before last year, and we managed to come back even stronger. So I think we got plenty to improve on, and obviously we're on the back foot now. But we'll just have to do the best we can and try and keep up with everyone else. But yeah, we're way down now. But you know, I have to take the positives out of it instead of the negatives.
I want to throw this question to both of you. You guys have been in a race car doing 130, 140 mile an hour, and you look fresher than I do, that's been sat around talking about it. What's it like physically in these conditions on a track like this, in these kind of cars, closed cockpit?
Do you want to go? Or?
Honestly, it's not too bad because I have done MSI training for the past year, and I don't know if you know about those guys, but they literally just push you to your absolute limit. I think they pushed my heartbeat to like 200 beats per minute at one point, which is just crazy.
Yeah, I would die.
And they have me in a sauna for 45 minutes, and they just push you to the limit in the sauna. So for me, it's not that bad. I don't know about Josh because he's.
I'm a bit older. I'm still not Tom Coronel's age, so. No,
yeah,
I mean.
That's a question for Tom. Actually.
Yeah, that's a good question for Tom. I mean, it's hot. There's no denying inside the car. You know, I think it's 28 or something now. Inside the car, we measured it at 50. So it's not cold, let's say. And no one can prepare really for that. You can, in the sauna you can, but until you're driving the car, because they are quite physically demanding, you know, and having to keep the concentration in the heat, it's quite hard. You can't stop sweating. You know, we have great towels, good deodorants, hair stuff ready.
The dry shampoo.
Yeah, the dry shampoo. So, you know, it's just all for you.
I suppose, I mean, one final question before we let you go.
Yeah.
Is that, do you have to conserve yourself during the race and use your energy at certain points, or is it a case of getting in there and just maximising? How does that work?
I think you need to take advantage from the start straight away, and then as soon as you get into your rhythm, as you basically set until someone comes onto the back of you, like I was in Portugal, but he dealt with it pretty well, so he did.
He was pushing me around the last corner in Portugal, so I just kept turning right. Eventually backed out.
It went downhill for me.
And it went really badly for him. I went well.
No, I
I had to have a new rear bumper, you know. Yeah.
Well, I need a new splitter.
Have you invoiced him for the new rear bumper?
I think, did the team send the invoice?
No.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, it's fabulous stuff, guys. It's great to talk to you. And I suppose, well, the last question this time, I promise, is what else can you do from this point? You're both reverse grade. It's going to be strong, more easier and harder for both on you, depending on where you qualified.
You have a good position.
Have a big day tomorrow.
I'm 8th, I think.
I think I'm P5.
See, he'll be fine. Yeah, he'll take some new tyres, I'm sure.
Well,
and
I was P6 today, and we didn't finish. So.
I mean, we have a good balance. There's no question. We worked very well on Friday through balancing the car for here. It's working today. It was working all through the race, but we just can't. Every time I get past someone, I pull away immediately and catch the next group. But then you can't get past them because they're, yeah. So I won't keep going over it. But if we had clean air, I think we could be up there even with the Audi power. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it shows that like all of the cars work better when they're at the front on their own.
Yeah.
So.
But going back to your last question as well, you know, for me, it's 20 minutes you're on the track. You have to have a 20-minute sprint. You have to be flat out. There's no easing off. If it's an endurance race, of course, you know, have moments where you know, build the pressure or whatever. But here, especially with these guys, you make one mistake or you just take your eye off the ball for a split second, someone is on you. You can't afford to do that. So for 20 minutes, it is just full gas and full control and full commitment.
Brilliant stuff, guys. Last thing, if anybody at home wants to follow your endeavours on social media, how can they track you down? How can they follow what you're up to?
Instagram, Josh Files 99.
Jack Young 62.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. Best of luck for the rest of the weekend.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Cheers.